Money plays a role in nearly every aspect of our lives, yet few of us as South Africans know how to save, where to invest, and how to avoid money problems. A reverend, also a husband, a chairperson of a district hospital, who is also a father, has decided to give people financial literacy workshop at his church, City of Love and Restoration at Sasolburg. Who am I speaking to? I'm speaking to Reverend Mashiloane this afternoon here on Free State Central News. Reverend, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Dave Khiba. Thank you so much for having me, sir.
What is it that we can expect in this coming event of your financial literacy workshop?
Mr. Khiba, you know we are living in times where our people, or the majority of people, are indebted, heavily indebted. People are in financial distress. And we are bringing this financial literacy workshop to help our people, to bring information to them, to educate them. God says in His words, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And one of the topics, or some of the topics that we'll be talking about, is budgeting. What is the importance of budgeting? Teaching people how to budget on a monthly basis. And not only just to budget, but to actually implement and execute the budget that we have drawn up. We'll be talking about getting out of debt. Which type of debt do you first pay, and how do you get out of debt? And we'll also be talking about estate planning. This is where we talk now about drawing up of wills. You will be surprised how many people die without a will. And when you die without having drawn up a will, you are actually leaving your loved ones who still have to manage your affairs or your estate in serious trouble. So a will really resolves all the problems that one could have posthumously. We'll also be talking about finding and buying property advice on how to go about buying property. We'll be looking at methods of saving and investing money. Saving money is so important. And I think COVID-19 has taught us that, anything can happen anytime. We serve a sovereign God who does what He wants, whenever He wants, however He wants, to whomever He wants. And we saw even big corporations, businesses, closing down last year or 2 years back, or over the past 2 years, as a result of COVID-19. We saw people losing their jobs. And the question that I have for us is, now that we have seen that things like pandemics do happen, and I can promise you this is not the last one. I just do not know the nature of the next one. Are you ready for the next pandemic? Are you ready for that time where you are laid off or retrenched from your company? Are you ready for any emergencies? Have you saved up enough money? Do you have at least 3 to 6 months of your salary saved up somewhere in case something happens to you or your employment or your income? We'll be talking also about marriage regimes. When you get married, do you get married in communal property, or do you draw up an anti-nuptial contract? And in the previous days, pastors would encourage us to get married in communal property. But times have changed, and the times that we are living in now are it's not always advisable for people to get married in communal property. I'll just make an example where somebody is marrying somebody who is heavily indebted and has got 5 or 10 judgments on their name on ITC. You can imagine if you marry such a person in communal property, no bank, no finance corporation, no financier will actually approve your loan for a bond, and even for vehicle finance. One of our partners in this workshop is Datin Motors, and they will be coming not just to display their vehicles, but they will also be talking to us about things that can actually decrease our chances of our finance applications being declined, and things that can cause our finance applications to be approved. So this is what you can expect in this workshop. We want to liberate our people. We want to give our people information. We are tired of seeing people being indebted, and this is something that the Lord laid in my heart. We are partnering with Old Mutual through their On the Money program, and they will be coming to actually conduct some of these teachings. And this workshop under the Khiba is for free.
You are speaking about this workshop being for free. One of the other questions that maybe one would want to ask, because we have stated clearly that you are a reverend, this event will be taking place at church, and you are also quoting the Bible from time to time, because I think it allows you in your profession. But now, someone who might be listening to this want to come to this event, but not a churchgoer or a believer, might ask himself whether are they welcome to come to such an event. Who is your target market?
Before I answer who our target market is, I just want to say, those who know City of Love and Restoration Full Gospel Church know it to be a church of that helps the community. We are a community-based church. We are a community-focused church, and we do not only focus on helping our church members, but we believe God has placed us in that community to help the community. We are the government of the area where we are. And our target market, to answer that question more specifically, is everybody who participates in our economy, everybody that contributes to the gross domestic product of this economy, this country, this province, everybody that earns some kind of remuneration. Anybody, whether you are a hustler, whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you are earning a salary, you are our target market, and you are needed in this workshop. And let me tell you, I've said earlier that many people are in financial distress. And when I say people are in financial distress, I am not only talking about people at your lower levels of income, but I'm also talking about people who are earning good salaries, people who are earning well above 100,000 a month. Everybody is in financial distress, and purely because people lack financial skills, people lack the knowledge of how to handle money. I was reading an article last week in the Sunday Times, and this article speaks to the effect that a lot of doctors are not coping financially, and this is because people have got expectations. When you are a doctor, people expect you to have money, to be driving a particular car, to be living in an estate, and that is not how money works. Our circumstances are not the same, and so whether you are a doctor, an engineer, whatever profession you are in, you are needed in this workshop, irrespective of your educational level. Financial literacy is a different ball game together, and everybody needs to hear what will be discussed and taught in this workshop on Saturday the 19th from 11 o'clock.
I'm glad that you have mentioned that this event is free of charge, because in many times when you go to such event, you'd find that in many instances people have to pay, but in this one no one has to pay, which gives access to a lot of people, young people, as you have said, entrepreneurs, as you've said, people that are working in private and public sectors, people who are earning more and less. So it's open for everyone, which will make people to be interested to come in numbers. But before we even invite them, do they have to maybe save or maybe book their place or seat, or they can just come on that day?
It is important that people register for various reasons. There will be material that will be given to people. And obviously we need to count the number of people that are coming. We need to know that beforehand. But most importantly, we need to register also for catering purposes. You can see that we have partnered with Nando's. They will not be giving the food for free, but we as a church have negotiated a discount, and they will be giving us meals at a discounted rate. And everybody that is coming to this workshop will be having their free meals provided by the church. And in order to register, you need to either send a WhatsApp message or an SMS to the following number: 082 5794595. 082 5794595. You just send your name, your surname, and your favorite flavor of Nando's: hot, lemon and herb, extra hot, or mild. For example, taste Khiba, extra hot. That is how you register for this very important workshop on Saturday, by just sending a WhatsApp or a message to 082 5794595. May I just also say, if you have not registered, we are not going to chase you away from the church. You will be welcome. Our church has got the capacity to fit 500 people. So you will be, even with COVID restrictions, so you will be welcome. But the unfortunate thing is you will not be able to get a meal and the material that will be provided to the church. And that is for free. I want to emphasize this is what the Lord has laid in my heart to do for the people, and I am being obedient to that instruction of the Lord.
082-579-4595, 082-579-4595. Those are the numbers whereby you can book your place by sending your name and surname, and also choosing your favorite flavor from Nando's, so that on that day you are catered while you are listening, because you have to eat while you are also listening in order for your mind to concentrate and also focus. This is a free event which is brought to you by City of Love and Restoration. It is a financial literacy workshop. Reverend Mashiloane, before I let you go, encourage your people, speak to your people, and why it is important. When I started, I said that money plays a role in nearly every aspect of our lives. Yet, some of us don't know how to save, where to invest, and also how to avoid money problems. And I'm glad that you also mentioned a very important part whereby you are saying that you'll be having Daton, whereby they'll also be talking to people about cars, how to buy cars, how to have a good credit score. Your last word?
There is a proverb that says, a fool and his money are soon parted. And we do not want that to be the case with any of our loved ones, any of the people in our communities. We are living in a time where we are just having an appetite, an insatiable appetite for more things. We are living in a time where there is so much consumerism. We just want additional things, a new this, a new that, the latest this, the latest that. And we need to teach people that that is not how to go about spending money. You know, the Bible says a lot about finances, and we cannot keep quiet about that. You know, the Bible says the borrower is a slave to the lender. That's what the Bible says in the book of Proverbs. The borrower is a slave to the lender. In other words, when you are a borrower, when you have debts, when you are indebted, you are a slave to the lender. In other words, you do not have financial freedom, and that is one of the desired outcomes and objectives of this workshop, to give people financial financial freedom by giving them information. There is a woman in the book of 2 Kings chapter 4 verse number 1, and the Bible says that there is a certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophets who cried out to Elisha saying, your servant my husband is dead, and you know that your servant feared the Lord, and the creditor is coming to take 2 sons to be his slaves. And the Bible says this man was a man who feared the Lord, and I want to submit that this man did not fear the Lord enough to ensure that he does not leave his wife and children in distress. And come so that you are taught on how to live, an inheritance for your children. In the book of Proverbs 13:22, the Bible says, a good person leaves an inheritance for their children's children. We need to be financially free to the extent that we do not only leave inheritance for our children, but also our children's children, and come to City of Love so that we can help you. I can quote many things that the Bible says. The Bible says, if anyone fails to provide for his relatives, especially for those of his own family, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Christians, pastors, you are called to come to City of Love and Restoration, Saturday, 11 o'clock. Let us all be empowered so that we can be financially free. I want to close by saying, in the church we speak deliverance. And I want to say to our people, you are not delivered, fully delivered, until such time that you are delivered financially. I thank you.
Reverend Mashiloane uses financial freedom workshop or financial literacy workshop to come and elaborate and empower our people when it comes to their financial problems. Yes, definitely a complete financial freedom is when your income exceeds or your income from your assets exceeds your expenses. So go there and learn about financial literacy. Reverend, thank you so much for your time. I guess we'll see each other on the 19th of March, which is coming this coming weekend at 11 until 2 o'clock.
Thank you so much, Khiba. Do remember to register as well. I have also registered.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye-bye, sir.